Hi, Courtney.
Hi, Nancy.
How are you?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing great. Just
Good.
great. This is the launch, as you know, of our Northaven Voices.
That's right. Exciting.
Yes, I'm very happy to be talking to you.
I'm happy that you're talking to me too. And we're the first.
Right, we are.
Yes.
Pace, right? We'll set the, what do they call it? Set the
We're going to set the bar high.
bar. That's exactly right. Well, Courtney, my full name is Nancy Black, as you know, and I've been a member of Northaven for 3 years. And what attracted me there in the very beginning was the warmth of the people and the smallness of the community. And that I had come from a big church, and to come to this small community that's so welcoming, so open-minded, so non-judgmental, and was just a real benefit for me. I had not ever had that. And I also love the intelligence of the people in our community, and the way we feel free to talk about anything we want to talk about.
Yes.
Whether it's spiritual, historical, religious, or personal.
Right.
And so I love it. And my husband and I got married we got married a year ago. So we had a ceremony in Tom Timmons' backyard. He was the first person to really welcome us to Northaven. And that makes it extra special too, because we had Marty in the backyard to marry us, and it was just
wonderful,
really sweet experience. And a lot of our Northaven friends were there.
Wow.
And so, Courtney, tell me what attracted you to Northaven.
Well, Nancy, so my full name is Courtney Washington, and to answer that, I'm going to have to just give you a little bit of background, which is I grew up in Kansas City, Missouri, which is in the suburb of Kansas City, Missouri in the 1970s and 80s. And my family was one of two families that were people of color in that community in this big county at that time. So most of all of my grade school and most of my junior high school years all of my friends were European Americans. There were no African American kids in my class. So, which it sounds kind of strange, but really it was an outstanding experience. I would not have changed it at all. It really made me the diverse person that I am. So finally, when I was around 14 or 15, a family moved in, and I had my first friend. She was my best friend, my first friend that was a person of color, and kind of went on from there. But that growing up, that experience set the foundation of the communities that I like to live in, and the diverse communities that I like to be a part of and support. And I just love it. And so one day I was going down Preston Road. Sometimes I have a thing where I don't want to get on the highway. I just want to drive down one street. So when I'm going north, sometimes I'll take Preston from where I live, which is close to downtown. And I was driving by and I saw the church, and it had a rainbow flag on it. And I thought, that has got to be a very diverse community of people who are there. I mean, it's not every day that you see a rainbow flag on a church. To me, that means that, they've got to be able to welcome everybody. Not only just people who are people of color and whatever, people want to go and participate in the church.
Yes, so I want to bring up a point about that. You're expressing your issues with color and being accepted. Have you ever heard of Judge Barefoot Sanders?
I have not.
Well, he was a federal district judge, and he did some very important work actually mostly in busing at the beginning of the I guess it was the 70s when we first started busing children from one school to another for integration. And he was a member of Northaven Church, very famous federal district judge. And his wife, Jan Sanders, is a member also. He's passed away, but his wife is a member of the church also. And she has given some very informative Sunday school classes on the history of Dallas at that time. And the relationships between people of color. And of course, I think we're all of color. We're all of one color.
Right. Absolutely.
But, so she has given us a lot of insight into what was going on around Dallas and elsewhere in the past. And so that's a very, one example of how Northaven has, over the years, over the decades, just been very open-minded and accepting of all, due to the leaders in the church, the membership of the church. And it's just, that's where it gets its roots, I guess you'd say.
Absolutely. You know, when I first came there, it was nothing but love and acceptance. And, you know, people were walking up to me and introducing themselves and wanting to have conversations and remembering my name, you know, and, you know, all of those things were just, I thought, were just very unusual in my church experiences. You know, I have attended huge mega churches, you know, that you probably heard about, and been a member at some of those churches, and nobody knew my name hardly. It was like every Sunday I sat somewhere different because you really can't sit in the same place, and never really got a chance to really get to know people. It just felt like a needle in the haystack there. And so, you know, never got a chance to hug the pastor of the church. Like, I've hugged Marty before, and, you know, all of those neat things. And it's really, Northaven to me is just a big extended family of people who, you know, are just very accepting, kind, and loving and compassionate. And that's why I chose to become a member, October of last year.
Wonderful. We're so happy to have you. You're a great contribution, Courtney.
Thank you.
So you've done a good job also of describing Northaven to others. What would you say to other people about Northaven?
I would say Northaven is a place where you can come and worship and feel like you can be yourself without judgment or criticism, and also feel like you can be a part of a family. You know, we all have our families, but sometimes it's good to have multiple families, a church family, a work family. You know, I just think that Northaven definitely would be beneficial for people who are looking for that type of connection. Exactly.
Courtney, you and I talked privately just a minute ago about some of the Sunday school classes, and I mentioned to you that one of the things that had attracted me there was the intelligence of the membership. I mean, we have so many gifted teachers in our Sunday school classes, as well as Marty, our pastor. And I mentioned to you that what's important to me in learning at this point is about the Bible, because I know very little about it. And I've really enjoyed all of the teachers we've had who've instructing about the Bible. The one I'm attending now is Marty's husband's class, Jack Soper's class, on Tuesday evenings. And so is there anything, what interests you in the way of Sunday school classes and other activities at the church?
Well, I attend the Sunday school class at the Gathering. Craig is the one who is teaching in that class. And he just has a very unique way of teaching that I appreciate, and I think everyone in the class does too, where, you know, he not only is he teaching us the Bible passage, but he's really good about asking about what our opinions are about the passage and what that means to us. And in that process of everyone kind of sharing what that Bible passage means to them, you know, you learn different perspectives that I feel like is helpful in understanding it and hopefully being able to apply it to our lives.
Wonderful. So you're studying the Bible in that class as well?
Yes. We study Bible passages, and it's a good experience.
There goes my husband.
Hi.
The live TV.
Hi.
On TV, Dave.
Like it wasn't.
Well, I'm so happy to talk with you, Courtney.
Yeah, I'm happy to talk with you as well.
Yeah, it's always fun. And you didn't have to plead the fifth.
No, I didn't have to do that this time, but you never know, next time, maybe.
But I'm funny interviewing you, right? Thanks.
Yes. Thank you.
See you soon.
All right. See you.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.